Let me try that. Anyway, if you saw my live on my personal Facebook, or you are just seeing this here, I am super excited. I want to talk to you about ending this year. I don't know about you, but I am ready to let this year change course. Like, I've had a lot of hard moments. I know a lot of you have been struggling. I know a lot of you have had a lot of hard moments, probably some that I don't even know about. But I'm ready to make it change course. Like, I am ready to like put a lasso around it and like blow up the rest of this year for the better, like to end this year at the pinnacle of height. So I was just talking about it on my live Facebook. And what I was talking about is like any video, like any movie that's worth watching, any book that's worth reading, there is somebody getting over some trying time and having a victory. Like, they're down, you don't think they're going to do it, and then they uncover it. You don't think, even the bank robbery movies are like, you don't think they're going to get the money, then they get the money, and then do they get caught or not? It depends on what kind of show, right? So that is what I want to focus on and choose to focus on for the rest of this year. Like, I am looking at everything that has happened this year as for us. Our opportunity to get that feeling of conquering and success and just like overcoming. And I have to tell you, the harder it is to do something, the better it feels when you do it. Right? Like, when you do that hard thing, when you finish that hard workout program, when you finish your first workout program, when you lose that first 1, 2, 10, 5 pounds, like when you have those first hard things that you do, it feels great, right? And that's what I want to push forward with. I'm going to be sharing and adding to the comments in this video throughout the next 48 hours because Tuesday marks 100 days left in 2020. And I am going to challenge myself. I'm going to push it even harder. And if you're in this group, at some point, you committed to wanting something more in your health and fitness. And so I want to lovingly challenge you and say, this is your time. Claim it. And the reason I'm calling it my final 100 is because all of us, it's going to look different. Your final 100 is going to look different than my final 100. I've been on this journey, come this Saturday, I've been on this journey for 4 years. I have kept over 100 pounds off for over 3 years. What is hard for me to do is going to be different than what is hard for you. We all have different challenges, struggles, health needs, and even if I can say so, addictions. Because quite honestly, if I'm honest and looking at a lot of my food choices, a lot of things that I do are that they're addictions and working through and coming through them. I am so excited about this. I'm actually starting 3 new hashtags that don't exist on Instagram yet. I would love to have you use them and make this yours and join us. And so I'll put the hashtags in here too. It wouldn't let me put it in the front video, but the hashtags are hashtag my final 100, hashtag my final 100 2020, and hashtag I said I would. And that is the name of our group. That was our focus for this year. I am going to do this because I said I would. And so what I want to talk to you a little bit about before I break it down a little bit is I want to do some kind of motivation and some kind of hard talk, help talk. Why I call it my final 100 is because something that I personally struggled with a lot in the beginning of my journey and that I still catch myself doing sometimes is comparison. And let me just be honest right now. If you're going to look at what my list for my 100 is and judge yourself to my markers, you're not going to succeed in this moment. It's going to take a different mindset, a different focus for you to succeed. And that has to be about what is for you. What is for you. And so I want to encourage you to be open to challenging yourself, to feel the hard, to feel the suck, to feel the challenge, but also go all in. And here's another thing, these 2 words, all in. What the heck do they mean, Jen? Like, I've used all in as something that I've said a lot over the last 4 years. And I have to be honest, it's because I heard it being said, and so I said it, but I didn't really get what it meant until I was on a call last week. And so my new understanding, and actually understanding what all in means, all in is this magic place when you are so committed to it. You are so committed, you know you are going to find a way to do what you said you would. You are going to make it happen. So for example, going all in on a gallon of water a day. What does all in look like? I believe I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Okay, it is 10:30 p.m. You have 4 glasses of water to go. All in looks like drinking 4 glasses of water at 10:30 p.m. Now, yes, you're probably going to have to get up to pee at 3 and 4 in the morning. Yes, that sucks. I get it. Yes, that's hard and that's annoying. But you told yourself you would, and I bet if you drink those 4 glasses and finish that gallon, you're going to feel proud. You gave yourself an opportunity to feel proud and feel good. Number 1, you got your gallon in. You did it. Number 2, when you're getting up at 3 and 4 in the morning to go to the bathroom, you're going to actually realize this is kind of silly. How about I start drinking my water earlier in the day? I am going to make a conscious effort to get my water in before 10:30 p.m. And I bet the next day you do better. That's what all in looks like. It looks like a commitment paired with belief in yourself and finding a way no matter what. And for some of us in this group, for me, water is not a struggle at all. Water is super simple. At this point, 4 years in, I'm over a gallon a day, super easy. If it is a challenge for you, it doesn't mean you're a failure. It just means you haven't learned what I learned yet in getting your water early and throughout the day. And guess what? You get to learn it and conquer it. There's no shame. There's no comparison. It is about what is yours. And when you conquer that, you're going to feel good. For me, drinking a gallon of water a day as a mark doesn't feel good because I already do it. So it's kind of like, I already do it. I'm not really challenging myself. I don't give myself the opportunity to feel successful in the moment. If you're in this group and you're like struggling, you're like, I'm not getting results. The first thing I am going to ask you is share your tracker with me so I can go through your tracker. Which program are you following? To Be Mindset or Portion Fix? If you're not tracking, there's no data, I can't help you. We can talk about what you think you ate. We can talk about what you think you did, but it's not going to be based on real data, and you're missing the opportunity to celebrate the wins and also celebrate what you can have. Like, I love the fact that someone can lose 6 pounds in 2 weeks and have had wine and dessert in those 2 weeks, still enjoyed life and food during that time, right? That is exciting to me. That is freeing to me. The fact that I am here a year later, I am, as of yesterday, or when did I talk to Jennifer? That was Friday. As of Friday, I was up 0.4 pounds from last year. Up 0.4. I'm now back down 1 pound from last year. Should I be upset that I lost only 1 pound from last year to this year? Heck no. I have enjoyed silly things. I had ice cream sandwiches at the beach. I've enjoyed this last year. Yes, I've worked hard and it's a squiggle. We talk about that, but I've enjoyed the food and I'm like, you know what? I can stay this weight that I dreamed about. I dreamed about for 20 years being under 200 pounds. I dreamed about for 20 years not being in a size 26, 28 anymore. Like, I wanted to be in a size 8, 10, and I got here, and now I've stayed here for a year still enjoying silly stuff. I'm ready to level it up and be honest and challenge myself. And so that's part of what my 100 is. My first half of my 100, I am having no dessert and no alcohol. To be fair, the alcohol part is kind of cheating on my end because I only drink like 1 or 2 glasses of anything alcoholic a year. However, we're coming into holiday season and party season, so there would be more opportunity to have some. So I'm just putting the line down now. I'm not going to replace a chocolate cake with a wine. And that was my personal choice. So that's part of my 100 is the first half of my 100. I'm having no desserts and no alcohol. The dessert part is going to be hard because when I went back through my tracker, I looked and you know what? I am keeping this weight off, averaging 4 or 5 desserts a week. Like, how amazing is that? That's freeing and amazing. However, I want to get more fit and stronger and faster. I want to feel what it feels like to have done 50 days with no desserts. Like, I want to feel how that feels. And so I'm putting that on my list. Like I said, if that's not where, if you're still struggling with tracking or following a nutrition plan, I am going to encourage you, those things come first, like tracking, watching your nutrition plan, getting your gallon of water a day. Those things come first. So what, the next thing I want to is like having that all-in commitment, how I just kind of explained it just before this, how the all-in commitment is really you believing yourself and almost to a point of you're being stubborn. You're going to be stubborn and you're going to find a way. Yes. Is it going to be annoying to have 4 glasses of water at night because you didn't drink it throughout the day? It is. But here's the deal. If you give up on yourself in one day, you have to start the clock back at 0. And so for me, I'm going to be starting Tuesday, because Tuesday is when this all starts. It's our 100th day before the end of the year. Starting Tuesday, I'm going to put the countdown every morning. When I did Meltdown 100, I did my chains 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I increased the number every day. I'm specifically going backwards from 100 down to 1 because I'm going to remind myself in the morning, today is day 100. When I hit these 5 marks that I set for myself, I get to move forward to day 99. So in the morning on day 99, I'm going to have a conversation. Okay, Jennifer, you said you were going to do this. I said I'm going to make these my final 100, this spectacular. If I throw in the towel at day 99, I have to restart at 100. Doing 100 more days is more than doing 99. And my excitement, I don't know if you can tell I'm excited, but I'm excited about this. My excitement is going to take me through at least the first 2 weeks. Like if you notice when somebody joins us, when somebody starts their first program, that first 2 weeks is like the woohoo. It's that third week and kind of moving forward where the newness and the excitement starts to wear off, and now your willpower and kind of like pushing through the suck and pushing through the hard can kind of be a challenge. And so that's when this strategy I feel is really going to help me, because when I'm looking at, okay, I got 76 more days to go. 76 more days is a lot easier sounding than 100, right? So are you with me? So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put up the board. And then, so this is also going to help you create that mental toughness in the fact that your action and belief is going to meet together because you're showing yourself every day. And that's why it's my final 100, because everybody's 100, you can copy mine. But I'm going to encourage you to make it about you. Make it your final 100, my final 100. It's not Jennifer's. You're not doing Jennifer's final 100 unless your name is Jennifer. Then you're doing Jennifer's final 100. I think we've got like 9 of us in here. But you're doing my final 100. You're doing what you need to focus on to become that person that you want to be, to get to that energy, to get to that physical ability, to get to that thing that you want. You're doing this for you. This is about you, okay? And then when you start seeing this consistency, when you start seeing this happen over the next 100 days, it's just like a blooming plant. We have a unit in here that's called sprouts, and it's kind of the reminder of those little seeds. They stay in the ground, they're seeds. When you nourish them with water and sunlight, then they start sprouting and growing. That's what you're doing here. Just like the muscles that we're building with weights and with walking and with running and working out, positivity, willpower, discipline, mindset, confidence, feeling good, getting up and doing it, Those are all muscles in your brain. They all take work. It's why I watched To Be Mindset again last month. It's why I recommend watching your program, especially if you just get started, watching it repeatedly so that you can fill your brain and get it to exercise and perform forward. It's also why I'm going to encourage you to take at least these 5 modalities. So I'm going to give you 5 things I recommend setting up your My Final 100 around these 5 things. It should be a challenge. It doesn't have to be crazy extreme hard for all 5 of the markers, but it should be a challenge for at least 1 or 2 of these, because just like we talked about in the beginning of this video, that adversity, that challenge, that struggle, that's where you get stronger. That's where you learn. That's where you overcome. That's where you get to feel progress. That's where you get to feel the confidence and excitement that I did it. I did it. I said I would, and I did, right? So I'm still working on my final 100. Because I'm just tuning it up to be what will be a challenge for Jen. So the first modality, and again, I'll revise the description when I'm done with the live. I'll put these in the group. The first 100 is the first 5 that I'm recommending that you focus on is truly committing to your nutrition. I highly recommend that if you don't already get your shake every day, that you find a way to get your shake every day. It's one of the simplest ways you can get those nutrients, the prebiotics, the probiotics, you get everything in your body. One of the simplest things that you can put on there as a metric to check off. So I want to encourage, if you don't do that, that's something that I would say go all or nothing with. That's something I would say go all in on, commit to. When I say commit to your nutrition, I mean pick either the Portion Fix or the To Be Mindset to follow through. The reason I'm saying to pick it is because you're going, this My Final 100 is not a program. This Final 100 is not a program. It's an excitement. It's a driver. It's going to help you move forward and use the tools you have that you paid for, right? You're here because you paid for tools. And I think so often it's almost becomes like a gym membership, where you get a gym membership, but how often are you using it? So my hope with this My Final 100 is to get you to truly step up, like we're stepping up the end of September with our steps, step up and use the tools a little more. Use the tools more. Right? Because I want you to get your results. I want you to feel what I feel. I want you to feel a year from now how amazing it is. I want you to feel 4 years from now how amazing it is to say, oh my gosh, for 20 years, you got a different size me every 3 months. A different size me every 3 months for 20 years. Now you have me conquering and having released and kept it off for 3 years. This feels flipping amazing. I want this for you. I want this for you. But you got to want it for you. You got to want it for you because you got to do it. I can't make you do it. You got to do the work. I can encourage you and definitely hear you out and talk to you. And I have a Google form you can fill out, and we can have a meeting on Zoom. You can call me. Check in with me before I get to follow up with you, like comment and engage in the group, in the post. Like, you can do this. You can absolutely do this. Just want to invite you to go first and show yourself you can. So number 1 is focusing on nutrition. Nutrition is huge because it's also going to help how you feel. The second thing is a minimum of a gallon of water a day. Just go for it. Just go for a gallon of water a day. The third thing is committing to working out, committing to completing a program or walking or yoga and or meditation. So I want you to pick that. What does that look like for you? We're all at different fitness levels. This is again where I said this is about my final 100. So for me, I'm going to finish my Muscle Burns Fat Advanced one. Then I'm going to go into the 30-day breakaway. And then I'm still trying to figure out what my November and December plan is, since we don't have a new program coming out till January. So I'm like kind of considering whether I hit the 10 rounds or whether Maybe I take on the prep. Like, I'm still considering that, but I will let you know what I decide. But commit to whatever you're going to do. If you're going to do 21 day fix, do 21 day fix. If you're going to walk, walk. If, whatever it is. But I also want you to know you can talk to me so we can go over what your goals are. Because if your goal is to build muscle and trim down, walking is probably not a match to give you exactly what you're going for. So I'm going to say we probably should throw in some clean week or 21 day fix or the 30-day breakaway. Walking does help you lose weight. It does help your cardiovascular. It is good for you. It's not something that's going to build muscle. Does that make sense? So I want to make sure that we connect you to doing a program that makes sense for what your goal is. So number one, you're going to focus on your nutrition, whatever that looks like to you. Like I said, for me, the first half of my 100, I'm having no dessert and no alcohol. And of course, I'm going to follow my 2B and keep tracking and things like that. But I already track on a daily basis, so that's not something I'm lacking. So I'm not going to put it on as a challenge because I'm already doing it. If you're not doing those things, you'll definitely want to start doing that now. Number two is getting a gallon of water in. I loved, Tanya did, you can Google water, or you can search water in our group. Tanya did awesome posts on water tips and water nutrition facts and all these things. Like, water is so great for you. So I'm going to say a gallon of water minimum a day. Number three, picking your workout program, picking what you're going to tackle. Now, number four, this is something where if you're kind of like debating and struggling with your mindset, this is going to be huge. I would really, 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 really love everybody to do this and share what they choose. Number four is reading daily a nonfiction book. Now, I shared that I made a minimum of 1 page a day. I'm going to 10x that. I don't know if you've ever heard like 10xing your goals. And so I'm going to make my new minimum 10 pages a day and jump up from that to challenge myself, because I do see that a lot of days I'm reading more than 1 page. A lot of days I'm reading more than 5 pages. So I'm going to challenge myself there. And if you need help picking a book, we can help you pick a book. It doesn't have to be about business. It doesn't have to be about networking or anything like that. It can be pertaining to you. What's something you want to learn? Maybe it'll be about philosophy, maybe poetry, maybe how to write a book because you have a passion to write a book and you just haven't done it yet. But my encouragement is to pick a book that you're going to read daily. Whether you start with my initial challenge to myself where I read 1 page a day minimum, or whether you 10x it like me, or maybe you're like, you know what, Jen, I watch 3 hours of Netflix a day. If I can watch 3 hours of Netflix a day, I am going to turn off and I'm not going to watch Netflix until after I read for an hour. Now that's a huge, scary thing. Like, I think like committing to like trading an hour of Netflix for an hour of reading would be like a really big challenge. And so I would applaud you to do it. I'm going to be real honest with you. That's going to be hard. I think there's a lot of room for growth and excitement in hard. I love that you would challenge yourself like that. I also love the honesty in it. If that's you. I mean, if that's not you, like I said, this is about my final 100, your final 100, what you want for your final 100. And then the fifth thing is to take pictures on your journey. So I personally love the before photos or the current photos, because it's not really, I guess it's before you start something new, but the current photo, something that really shows your body, something that maybe you're uncomfortable wearing right now because it's tight, something that maybe shows your arms. This is not something you ever have to share with other people. This is for you. So the reason I'm saying something to show your body is because you want to see that progress. You're going to be doing some hard things over these 100, right? And so to see the progress, wearing that tank top and shorts, maybe wearing that swimsuit you didn't get out this year, maybe wearing, if you're a man, just wearing a shorts and no top. Again, you don't have to share this. This isn't something that you have to share. This is something for yourself. So I want you to be able to see your body so you can see the changes. I love how in Meltdown 100, we did measurements every 10 and 20 days. We did pictures. So maybe it's something that every 10 days of your 100, you take pictures. I have seen some really cool videos on YouTube of people like having a video of spinning, and they did like a daily progression. So maybe I'm going to do like a video or a picture more frequently every day. I don't know. I have to look at how they did it and how I could store it and save it. But this is so that you can see your progress of going all in, because sometimes that scale's not going to change. Sometimes you're not going to see it on the inches because we don't measure our whole body. We measure one point, right? And so if you measure and you happen to measure wrong, you're going to miss inches that you lost. And so if you measure somewhere that you're missing out, but you have this picture and oh my goodness, the shirt that was tight is loose now, there's proof you lost inches, right? So those are the 5 things if you're in with me, if you want to give this like final 100 days, like a push and a ring, like I said, I don't know about you, but I am ready to like put the lasso out and take on this year, change the course of it, make it better. Like if you're in with this, if you want to do this, I would love to see your 5. I'm going to be sharing something that Shannon and her group did to sign and commit to a final 100. I would love for you to use the hashtags so we can kind of see them, because nobody's used them yet. Like nobody's used these hashtags. So I'd love to be able to like see us creating and sharing our final 100s. Again, it doesn't have to be anything personal or anything big, just like that you're committing to the final 100 days of 2020 to take charge and make this something that you want. You're going to be the hero in your favorite movie, because I'm going to guarantee whatever your favorite movie is, somebody became a hero because they had adversity, they had challenge. And that is what your health, that's what your fitness, that's what changing habits, that's what going for it, that's what COVID, that's what our state of world, like that is what this is. This is adversity, and we are going to take it back and move forward. Yes, I love that, Taisha. I love it. So just another quick recap, and then like I said, I'll be sharing these things. I'll re-edit the post at the top and sharing in the comments. And invite a friend, like invite 1 or 2 friends to join us. Your coach can help you talk to them about the best deal to get involved in and give them a good discount. You're loving the products, you're loving it. Invite them to join you. I love how Jennifer and Melody kind of spur each other on of who gets the workout done first. Like they text each other, they have this thread going. I know Jennifer had shared it was kind of like a challenge for her to show up and get it done because she saw Melody got it done. And I know there's a couple other pairs in here that like really encourage each other. Jill and Amy kind of like get each other going, and they'll do like 30 days. We're going to work out for 30 days straight, and they'll get it done. And so invite someone to join us. Invite someone to get like this awesome deal that is like everything I paid $530 for, you can get for $160. So inviting someone to join us, getting these tools, being a part of this group, being a part of this final 100 is also going to help you, because if you invite someone into this group, are you going to show up for your final 100? You better believe it. I just went live and I'm telling you all these things. You think I'm going to get my final 100 done? Yeah, I'm in the hot seat because I really called myself out to all of y'all, right? So of course, bringing someone in, inviting someone to join us, that is going to help you get on it. Just invite them. Maybe they want to be a part of it. I'll put this in YouTube. You can have them like watch the video and kind of give a little breakdown, and we can help you answer questions for them. Like, doesn't have to be anything super heavy or super huge. So recap. Number 1, commit to your nutrition, whether that's your daily superfood shake, whether that's following your mindset course or your portion fix or all of it. Commit to your nutrition. Number 2, commit to at least a gallon of water a day. Number 3, commit to your workout program. Now, again, does this mean that you may find yourself at day 97 having to work out at 11 p.m.? Has anybody ever worked out at 11 or 11:30 p.m. to get it in for the day? I'll be honest, I've done that once this year because I've only truly committed to completing a program on time once this year, where I missed my morning workout and I committed, and then I was working out like after 11 o'clock at night because I had to get it done. That's the kind of all in that's going to help you push through. That's the kind of all in that's going to help you overcome. And that's what we're looking to do. So does it mean that if you decide to walk and run, you may be like, maybe your walking goal is 10,000 steps a day. So maybe it's 11:20 p.m. and you're pacing in your kitchen and going up and down the stairs like I was on Wednesday and Thursday. Because I think Tanya and I were both trying to get to like our next number, and we were both pacing our houses when we were talking. It was like, I'm pacing, I'm going to get to 10,000. So yes, it means that. But then we get those stories and we get to celebrate and share those. I am like beyond excited about this if you haven't figured it out. Number 4 is committing to reading nonfiction book daily. Like I said, when I first started reading and actually getting reading consistently was only this year, guys. It was only this year. And I got myself to a point where I started just reading 1 page a day minimum. I'm going to 10x that, and I'm going to make that 10 pages a day minimum. And then the 5th thing is getting your pictures. Whether it's something you do daily, whether it's something you do weekly, whether it's something that you're going to do every 10 days, whatever that looks like for you. Again, this is my final 100. We're doing it collectively, but you're creating what is going to challenge you and what's going to help you get to where you want to go. And accomplishing this is going to give you so much. I know it is going to give you so much in your life. I know it is going to help you really take on the power and like take over the power of this year. So I hope you are excited as me. Tuesday is the day. So am I going to go eat ice cream right now and go eat cake and pizza and all that fun stuff tomorrow because I'm not going to have it for 50 days? No. I considered it because oddly enough, we have half a pint of blackberry ice cream in the freezer, and I considered it, I'm not going to have dessert for my first 50 days. I'm going to go have that ice cream tonight. And then I was like, you know what? I'm not even hungry for ice cream, and I'm not going to give any more power and energy to those things that I'm going to be undoing on Tuesday. So no, I'm saying if you were already going to have pizza tonight or tomorrow, I guess it's going to happen, but I am not going to go out and like hit all the drive-thrus and hit all the desserts tomorrow just so it's done before Tuesday. I don't encourage giving any more energy or time to the things that got you to where you're uncomfortable. Because if you were not uncomfortable, you wouldn't be in this group or you wouldn't be listening to this video this long, right? So you want something more. And I'm excited to celebrate this and do this with you. So my final 100, I would love to see in the comments what your final 100 looks like for you. I'm thinking maybe we could do a Zoom call, maybe tomorrow night at like 8:30, do like a 20-minute Zoom call and just kind of maybe hash it out if anybody has questions, or maybe give me a call or shoot me a message, or just ask the question here on the video if you're like struggling with, Jen, what workout do you think I should do? Or, Michelle or Taisha, whoever your coach is, like what do you think I should do? What questions? Like nothing is off limits. This is our private space. Everybody in here paid to be in here. Everybody in here committed to a program, bought a program, and is here because they made an investment in themselves. So you can't ask anything that someone else isn't probably thinking. And in fact, you'll probably help them if you ask it on this comment thread. So ask away, share away. I can't wait to see what your final 100 looks like. And I can't wait to celebrate our final 100 and really celebrate how we step up and take charge of this year. So I am going to, on that note, end my Sunday, and I will see you guys later. I can't wait to see your questions and your final 100s. Bye.